Hello everyone, it's Rita here, and today we're going to do the hashtag 50 stack challenge 8 with Amy at Crafty Cats, and I will put the link in there so you can go to that channel, and you can also go to several other makers that are doing this challenge with her. So today is number 29, and it's something made with neutral colors. And then number 30, which is a hidden paper clip. So I'm not probably going to do much about the hidden paper clip and spend more time on the neutral color. So the first thing I wanted to do is show you this little envelope thing. I saw it somewhere and I could not tell you now where I saw it because it was quite a long time ago. But it wasn't anything, you know, super fancy. It was just taking ink. If I could, what did I do with my, I moved everything around to get something out. Where is, oh, there it is, right in front of me. Okay. I'm using gathered twigs, like always. You could use whatever color you want. But I thought what she did was cool. And she said that her husband gets the mail and he opens the envelopes and he's not careful. You know, he's not cutting this off with the scissors like we do, or cutting this side and making sure it's perfect so we can reuse it. So I glued this back down because it was an open envelope, and it's kind of like the one that goes, comes so you can make the payment, and it's got this window. Oh, it's Rocket Mortgage. They decided not to send me any more, what do you call it, paper. I have to, it all comes online now, which, I don't know, save a stamp, pay online. Oh, okay, so I hope this opens up properly, but you know how well, all of us did it at one point, but we would rip open the envelope like so. No, I can't even rip it open. She had it where a few pieces, let me try it this way. Well, every one of them are going to come out differently. Now this is, I stuck this down with glue, with a glue stick. So I wonder if I could just kind of put that back in there. I think it was like right there. I just kind of like that piece. I don't see why I can't. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. I do that. I think it went this way actually. More like that. All right, I might be able to do that. I just wanted it to have a little more character. Let's see. Come on. So, just gonna pop a little glue right here, and that's a lot. Didn't want that much. Kind of line it back up with the original line there. And we're going to end up decorating this like we would any other envelope, but I wanted to show this edge. Okay, we probably will be able to fix this because I'm going to put a paper in here. So this doesn't show, because the cellophane, whatever journal card I put in there, the cellophane is going to get caught. So, whoops, now it's got to dry, the glue. Okay, well, while that's drying, I have just some strips. I don't have any particular design for this. But I guess this would be considered neutral. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's got too much. This music page would be neutral-ish. Okay, I'm just going to fold it back here. I thought about using that for, I don't really want to put that on yet. Okay, so I'm supposed to be able to pause on this Apple phone now. So that's why I'm using it, because if I have my video on this phone, then all I have to do is make one transfer. I don't have to really make, yeah, I can download it to my iPad, and then I can use my iPad to do all the other YouTube stuff, I think. And it was Tommy who helped me with this last night. She was very generous. I sent her an email and asked her what she used for her editing, because it's really, you know, nice. And she's at Bird Street Studio. Tommy Joe, I'm not sure how to say her last name, Vallejo. Anyway, I would love it if you go join her, because she can always use some new subscribers. And I'm going to share with you how she made an envelope, which I thought was really cool, yesterday that I had watched her video. So let me try to pause this and see what happens. And if it doesn't, then I'll have to connect the videos together like I used to. But we'll see. So hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm just going to see if the numbers move. Yes, they are. Okay, great. So when I blew dry it, when I used my heat gun, all the vellum wrinkled up and came out. So that's okay. We don't need it. I never thought about that being hot. Okay, so then all she did was she put her ink on a pad like we do, and then she spritzed it with some water. And I can't remember if I like the way this color comes out. I'm looking for a paintbrush, one that's not soaking wet. I'm just looking for, I have a little towel in here, but I don't see it. Okay, so then she inked around everything, which I guess I could ink around this a little more here. This is the only part that's going to show. There's that piece of paper I was looking for. What fell on the floor? A whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I just didn't know. How much inking I need to do. So let's see, maybe I will use one of these pages to keep my counter clean here for a minute. I ordered I treated myself. I treated myself to the mat. I don't know if this is, of course it looks better on TV, right? Than in person. Could be that I'm not using the right, it's like it's not watery enough. Let me squirt it on here. not quite sure where she was putting this in her journal exactly. And I don't know that I need to do all this because I don't think it's going to be showing. I'm going to cover it. Put a little bit on this edge here. And that way, if the paper doesn't cover all the way, this will. Alrighty, so let's see what happens. It's not that big of a trick or anything, but it's just something I thought was a little different. So hold on again. I'm going to try to dry this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I had to tape this down because it would have just fallen apart. But I don't think we'll see it. And then I just thought that this is not dark enough, or it's not about dark. It's about it's just Tim Holtz oxides. Now this is a walnut stain ink. This is an oxide, so this might act totally different. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna put some of this walnut stain. And I think I'm just gonna kind of dip it in here. Let's see how that. Oh my goodness, that's weird. That's dark. How come everybody else can do this, but I can't? I mean, maybe it's right. I'm just not sure of myself, that's all, most of the time. Okay. I do kind of like the dark walnut better. So I'm just going to wipe it up. I'm not going to try to stain another piece of paper. I'm going to move along here. Okay. And I'll just set these to the side. This is the thing I don't know is if oxides or, you know, I don't test them enough to know the answer to whether or not how they're going to spread, that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, I wasn't sure what paper I want to use in here, but I think maybe this is a good color. The envelope is going to be here, opened. Or if I could use this blue. I mean, I don't know if you can consider that neutral, but I think I'm gonna because I kind of want to use this for the envelope that I want to make. I could use this. That kind of lends to the same color out there. I had this all decided, you guys. Now I'm changed my thoughts. Actually, I kind of like the flower. I know it's not neutral, but I might have to just call it neutral. Okay. Most of this is neutral. And maybe I will cover this with some tissue, and that will make it more neutral. Okay, let me see where I need to cut this. Anything out here? So I'm just going to cover this part here. And I used what do you call it? A junk mail envelope. You could use your own envelope if you wanted to make it cleaner looking. Either envelope's crooked or my paper's crooked. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Kind of like it this way. Make up your mind. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well, of course. Just trying to, we're having some rain again, and this is the problem when you're getting your house painted. You know, it cannot be raining, and so I think what's happening is they're behind because they haven't shown up yesterday or today yet, and I doubt that they will. Okay, I need to cut that end off. Just try this end, doesn't matter. Just a tad, just to make it sit on there. And so every day, you know, I'm here waiting and waiting. And not sure what to do next, because what if they show up, you know. I mean, there's not that much I have to do. Okay, I'm going to have to pause you again and dry this. Hold on. Okay, so now I can glue this to here. See, that oxide just has its own different color. Well, so does the ink. But I don't know. But I do like these challenges because it forces me to make a piece of ephemera that I wouldn't have. So I don't have to. And I'm sorting my ephemera out now. In the last couple days, I've been sorting it where I'm trying to, because I have ephemera that is like ready to use. And it's made to use, pre-made or whatever. And then I have a lot of tags and journal cards that there's nothing been done to them. That's just the way they are. And so I'm going to take those out and reorganize them. I started to do that when Lisa gave me a never-ending, what do you call it, ephemera holder. And so I started to do that, but I got sidetracked and didn't finish it. So actually, I just stuck things in there, and they had no rhyme or reason. So I'm trying to do it with some rhyme and reason. Okay, so let's take this. Now I could, well, I don't want to waste this good stuff. This is antique paper. I watched a video yesterday. Or no, I guess it was Sunday. before my grandkids came over, my daughter. And I said, yeah, I was watching a video about all these people that were over 100 years old. And they looked at me like, why would you want to do that? I should have inked that. I didn't do it. And very interesting, the stories. I mean, these people lived through the Depression, World War II, all that stuff. And then they asked them, well, what made them live so long? And, you know, they all have the same, never drank, never smoke, that kind of thing. Which is probably, you know, you can't do those things and last long. And one lady, she's 107 years old, and she said, you've got to exercise, exercise, exercise. And I'm like, I can't even exercise at my age. I'm worn out. But I guess she used to be a dancer when she was young. And they show pictures of her and her dancing stuff. It was so cute. And then some said, you know, what you eat. They watch what they eat. Just so... And then they have all had marriages that lasted. One couple, well, one of the ladies that's 100 and something, she was married to her husband for 82 years. 82 years. That I'm not even 80 yet. I can't imagine being married to somebody for 82 years. Well, I can imagine it, but it's probably not something I can have back again. Okay, so now for this side, we're going to use another neutral. We can't glue down the well, it doesn't matter what's on this side. We're going to glue this side down. I don't need to do this side. Well, now that, shoot, I should have used a larger paper in here. But I think it actually would be easier to do it this way. I wonder if I did that. Now, some of that would show when you open it. So I'm just I'm going to piece it. And the only reason is so that so if you put a journal card in here, it won't get stuck. I just wonder if I should do it from the inside or if I do it from the outside. I think it'll still get stuck. Alrighty. I think I'm just going to put some book page in there. This wasn't part of the plan, but it is now. Let's see, I'll pull it out just a little bit. Hold it down. So I want that other paper to show, not this. Okay. I'll rip it down a little bit more. I don't know that I'm going to get done what I want to do all of today. What time is it? Oh. No, that's somebody that called me. Message. 24 minutes in. Not used to looking at this phone. up at it. Different things showing. I should have paused and did this so I don't lose so much time. Okie doke. So I'm just going to glue around on the inside of this. Now, I wanted to put some a lace or something here. Of course, I got to make a journal card for in here. But I think I want to see if I tone this down a little bit, like I did the other day on our junk journal. Now, I don't know how much shows through. Should I try that? Coffee dyed? And I wonder, do I want to go around the back with it? It's not going to show, but we know this paper shows through. I glue this down. And this one I embossed, but all that will go away if I glue it down. Now let's do this. Let's just give it a little bit of I'm just going to sketch it a little bit here so I know where to stop with the glue. And I can take that off. Let me get my small glue stick. Birds are going crazy out there today. This turn out there, it won't go up anymore. That's funny because Amy's did that this morning on her video. Only it was her big one and it just stopped going up. This one's empty pretty much. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can. Okay. I think this is the one I had. I hope I did that the right way. Oh well, there's no going back. All right, so that's that. And then I was thinking of just a little bit of lace. So let me show you how this will sit in a journal. Almost done with this one. Oh, see, we could put it on that page right there. So I'm going to lay it down. This is needs to be cleaned up here. So I might not put it there. Maybe I'll put it inside someplace. And this part stays out of the journal. So it would be like that, but I don't know. I feel like that's too much. I guess I could go in a little bit. Yeah, I could go in a little bit. But I don't know if I even like it. I don't know if I'm happy with that, you guys. But I have a bunch of this that I cut off or cut apart, and I was going to ruffle it. So maybe that's what I could do, is ruffle this and put it out here, because I'm just not crazy about it. I don't know. Okay, let me put you on pause again. I'm going to try to ruffle this up. And then we'll just see what it looks like covering that with this ruffle coming out of the edge. You know, not everything always works out. Most of the times it doesn't for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I should know what I'm doing. This friction pen, you know, you can write and it comes right off with, well, it comes right off with heat. So I'll probably take it off with heat. Okay, so let me pause you, and I'm going to make some kind of ruffle out of this. We'll see what happens. Hold on. Okay, well, there was a break there, but I found out that I can't be gone for more than a couple minutes, because when I came back, it's already shut off the camera. So it's a lesson learned. Anyway, and I don't usually have to shut it off that much, because I don't usually have to dry things. So where I left off, I was just drying this, and then I decided to put some crocheted lace on this side of it, and I'm going to put this on this side of it. I'm just not happy the way, I think it's not that I'm not happy the way it turned out. I think the color was a wrong choice. I probably should have actually used the walnut stain instead of the, what do you call it, gathered twigs, because it has all that yellow, the gathered twigs. So anyway, I got those ruffles made, and I'm just gonna put them on here with some, let's see, I think this is the right side of it. There is a right and a wrong to it only. And then I was just going to put a little decoration up here. And I might add something later, but even maybe just down this side a little bit. And I was going to put buttons, but all the buttons I have are too big to sit on top of these. So I kind of like it going over down the side like that. Just something different instead of across the top. Or maybe it is better across the top. I don't know. But I only want 3 across the top. Let's just do different. Let's be different. I just feel like I have nothing horizontal, but I might put a label or something there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These were from my friend. It's a good thing I had this stuff handy because I couldn't find any of my, what do you call it, lace either. Okay, so this, I'm just going to put a little dot of the weld glue. I tell you, the other day when I was doing a video and I was telling you about this glue, and when I check to see if there's anything I can tag to the video that's I get a commission on. So I hit on that tab and it came up with the weld glue at Walmart. Can you believe that? How does it know that? I mean, it's just scary. I'm sorry, I'm getting really scary. Really getting scared. If I live till... Oh, I was going to tell you, the people that they talked about. I'm going to put it on this page because it's not really... the texture may not be good for writing. I'll leave this side empty so they can write on it. But there's going to be a journal card in here and a journal card here. So let me see how this looks closed up. Yeah, I kind of like that look. I forgot to put the ties inside, so I had to go ahead and put eyelets. But that's okay. I don't mind. I wonder if I should go in with this a little bit more. It doesn't have to close or anything, so... I could put a notch here too if I wanted. All right, so let me go ahead and get this down. So I'm just gonna glue it this way and this way. And that'll leave an opening for a pocket that I need to make journal cards for. And I think I'm just going to go in a tad shorter. Probably have to clip this because try to get the clip out of the glass or plastic or whatever it's in. That's not far enough. Oh, I think I needed glue on the bottom. I wasn't paying attention to that. Hold on again. Hold on a second. Let me move this over. This journal has a lot of ephemera in it. I think it's going to have a lot anyway. Stuff I still haven't even glued down and pockets I haven't made. I mean, journal cards. I want to get it finished so I can send it to Linda. Okay, so I like that. I think that really looks nice that way. I'm not so sure that this is on straight. So it's like 1 1/4. Yeah. This side's too far away. Get it up. Oh, good. There we go. Keep thinking I want to glue this, but I don't because it's a pocket. I've got to remember that. All right, we'll see how that goes, and if it doesn't stay, I'll re-glue it. Yeah, I like that on the edge. Really, really like it. And I have to find a word to put up there, probably journal, but I still need to print it out somewhere. Probably have one in my stuff. Okay, I don't know how long we were, and I'm 8 minutes here. So let me take a particular one. See, this one doesn't matter, but you have to use sort of, gosh, these are so strong. You have to use sort of small paper clips to do these skinny ones. I think I'm going to ink that real quick inside because this kind of shows, because it's kind of hard to get it to glue. All right. Let's start with the big side, I think. Okay, and then go over that. Nope, I lied. Gotta go up. And this is where you have to do your trimming. So I would trim all the way up here by the top of the and you can make this part out as long as you want, or you can just fold it over, cut it off, and glue it all down. I have other videos on this, and so did a lot of other people. I got my first hand at this on Bohemian Crafting. Can't remember her name offhand, but and then she even has kits you can buy. I'll try to put her link. So I think these are cute. You know, they're just a small paper clip. And I was, my other thought was, I know I'm going way over. What happened to the envelope I had? Huh. What did I do with it? Well, darn. But in this case, you could put like a small flower on it, just for a little decor extra. I had an envelope. I mean, how does things just disappear? Oh, I know where it is, right here. So I almost wondered if I could glue this down, like say there, and I could use it to hold the flap down of an envelope. So I wonder, no, that I like that. So you would just go up as high as you wanted, and then this would open, and then when you wanted to close it again, just stick it in there. Because we usually do the round, we usually do the tabs or a round circle and then stick it in. But if you wanted, you could use a paper clip like this. And then I guess you could actually, you know, paper clip something else in there if you wanted another cute thing. And all you have to glue is this very bottom down to the envelope. So I might try that tomorrow when I do the other envelope. We'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to go. And the other good thing is I can take a picture from on the camera. And so everything is in the same spot. And we'll see. But now I'm going to have to attach the two videos. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. So, all right. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. And I think it turned out really cute for this journal. And we're going to put something in there and something in here. So we got two pockets that way. And yes, I am going to have to glue something down here. So maybe I will have to glue in this section. That would probably be the easiest way to go. Glue this down here. Yeah, just so it won't go all the way through. Doesn't even have to be glued that much. I'll just run a little bit right there. Okay, guys. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.